Hey guys, Edward Tong here. All right, so today I want to talk about something that's very important, right? This is one thing that you need when you start a business. Now, you could be a solo entrepreneur or have a small team or have a virtual team, right? A outsourced team. Now, this is not, a special tool or special program or, magic button or anything like that, right? Now, this is something that we're all born with, right? We all have. But the thing is that most people, never develop this, right? And this one thing is your mindset, right? But not just any kind of mindset, right? You need to develop an entrepreneurial mindset, right? A mindset for success. Now, I see a lot of people in the industry, thinking that it's just a job, right? They join a business or they join an opportunity, or they promote a product, but they work it as like a job, right? Now, they're just doing the minimum just to get by, right? Now, I can't really blame them because most people, who join a business, right, who start a home business, have really never owned a business before, right? So they think that it's just another job, right? Now, but success in any business, right, is largely dependent on your mindset. What you choose comes from your thoughts, right, and that leads to action. Now, so in order to be as successful as possible, you need to change your mindset, right? So think about those things that are making you successful, and minimize those that don't. Now, most of us have been taught an employee mindset all our life, right? We go to school, and school teaches us how to basically learn and become an employee, right? They never really teach you how to be an entrepreneur. At least the school that I went to, they were even the high school, the college I went to, there weren't any really entrepreneur courses that you can take, right? And that's really lacking in the school. And even though my parents own a business, they also treated it kind of like a job, right? But not that they didn't know any better, but they just didn't know what was available in terms of marketing, how to build a big business, right? So they really pushed me to get a job and retire on that job, right? But that's not the case, right? You have to. Nowadays, there's no pension, right? There's no social security. Well, there's social security, but it's a very small amount, right? So you can't really rely on working with someone else to build a future. So you got to think about how to be an entrepreneur. So you can control your own destiny, right? Now, I'm not saying that we all shouldn't be working for somebody, right? There are people who like their job, right? Who like what they're doing. I'm sure people who work at Google or Facebook or a lot of these high-tech companies, they like their job because the environment is different, right? But majority of us don't have the luxury of working for those companies, right? So, but now, for those who are happy, that's fine. But, if you're watching this and you're probably not really happy with your current situation, so, you really need to do some kind of change, right? If you're not successful now, you gotta do the first thing that'll make you successful, and that is changing your mindset. So how do you develop a business mindset, right, or an entrepreneur mindset? Now, you gotta think and do what entrepreneurs do. So what do entrepreneurs do? Well, they make things happen, right? They don't wait for someone to tell them what to do. Now, if you're in the network marketing business, don't wait for the sponsor to call, right? Call them. You need support. Don't wait for them to give a business presentation or wait for them to have time for a three-way call, right? Or have time to meet your prospects. You go out and learn that, right? And then you do the things that's required to be successful. And in network marketing would be prospecting, inviting, and presentations, right? And training. Right? So you need to master those kind of things, right, in order to be successful. Now, if you're a follower and you constantly rely on your uplines to help you out, if that upline has a lot of people in the organization, it's impossible for them to give you all their time towards you. So you need to take the responsibility and learn those things and apply those things and take action for your own team and for your own business. You have to learn new skills. You have to read self-development books or attend seminars, and you got to get out of your comfort. Now, one of the main reasons of failure in any business is not pushing yourself outside your comfort zone. Right. So another thing is that you always have to be learning and improving. Right. So do the things that will get you to the next level. So things like reading every day. Right. Hang out with successful people. Hanging out with other entrepreneurs. Join a mastermind. Right. Attend seminars. Right, teach and train your team members, right, or teach and train people in your team, right. And this is actually the best way for you to learn is, you take the knowledge and you teach other people, and in turn, those knowledge actually sticks more to in your mind, right. And also as an entrepreneur, you also have to understand that you don't have all the answer. So acquiring skills, knowledge, and constant improvement, should be your goal, right? And it should be an ongoing goal, right? So because true entrepreneurs never stop learning. Now, entrepreneurs are fearless, right? And they have a never give up attitude, right? And this is very important because a lot of people think that you shouldn't make a mistake, right? And this is kind of what we've been taught at school and traditional thinking, right? But I don't know any entrepreneur out there that have never made a mistake. And I personally have made a lot of mistakes in my life, in my career. And my wife and I have started many different businesses, but most of them have failed, right? But we never gave up, right? We learned what didn't work, and then we fixed that and then applied it to our future businesses, right? So this is the only way for you to learn, right? Is to fail, right? So don't be scared to fail. Right, so and also entrepreneurs, they have a strong why, right? Their why is what keeps them going when they face problems or obstacles, right? So you gotta have a why, right? So for example, my why is I want to provide the best for my daughter, for my children, and also for my wife, right? For the family. So once that have a happy family, then your life is it's good as well, right? So your why may be different. Your why may be I want to buy a new house, I want to buy a new car, right? I want to go travel wherever I want, right? So but your why has to be strong, right? There's I forgot who said this, but this is a good reason for having a strong why. Now, if your why is only 90%, but you face a problem that's 95%, right? Then you're gonna fail, right? You're gonna give up, right? But you have a why that is 99%, right? Then almost any problem that comes along, any obstacle comes along, you can overcome it, right? You can, because your why is strong enough to overcome those obstacles, right? Your mindset is strong enough to, to move on, right? To learn from that. Right. So as an entrepreneur, as a home business owner, as a network marketer, or whatever business you're in, the best thing is to get a good mentor, right? A good coach. But even a good coach and mentor cannot make you successful. They can guide you to the right direction, right? To make sure that you don't make the mistakes that they made in the past. But you alone can make yourself successful, right? You alone have the power to succeed or fail, right? It's all up to you. Many people have been successful and have paved the path in whatever industry you're in. You follow that, but you also have to have a strong mindset to stick with it, right? All right. So the last point I have for you is that don't wait for permission for success, right? Success is already in you. You just have to unleash it. All right. So Ed Tong here. Hope you like this video. Talk to you soon.